Hi everybody, welcome to Tuesday. My name is Louise, if you've never seen me before. Today I'm doing mediumship, and if anybody does their family tree, I can do a family tree reading as well. So you can see my Facebook page. Please like that, because I've got to get my engagement up on it. Louise Pritchett, Spiritual Medium, where I'm starting to post a bit more. But my website, www.gypsyrosedivination.com, if you'd like to have a reading with me or just ask a question about the type of work I do. I've got lots of things on there. Today I'm doing mediumship and any family tree readings. I've got my ribbons. I'm mostly going to be working with ribbons and my art postcards, my Monet, but I've got some cards as well. So I've been tuning in, and I do have a spirit link with me. So if anybody understands this, please put in the comments. So what I've been sensing is a gentleman, and he has dark hair. He's showing himself probably in his 20s or 30s. I don't know if that was like when he passed or if this was like his heyday, but there's a very much a science thing here. Very, very intelligent, university science, maths. And also he could be quite, shall we say, obnoxious, a bit of a know-it-all, but I think it's because he was so clever. But the strange thing was, I got the nursery rhyme, Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout. And also, it's a bit more unusual name than the name Dinah. I think that's D-I-N-A-A, perhaps, a female's name. That may be relevant, but there also might be a connection with America. Mel, hi. Do you understand in spirit your best mate or family friend? They're both in spirit. Let me just work with you. So what do you understand, Mel? Do you understand the science guy? Do you understand university, being very intelligent? Do you understand the dark hair? Do you understand the Incy Wincy Spider? I feel that this gentleman, as I say, he could be critical of people, but I do feel that he was felt a bit like more like a social outcast when he was younger, but he got better with personal relationships as he got older. Does this sound like him at all? But regarding you, Mel, or this gentleman, I've got some boats here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boats, and we've got like a scene at the river. So I don't know if boats means anything to you at all. Okay, yes, they are in spirit. Understand dark hair. He would be 20 now, but was autistic, we think. Was he at uni? Or because if he's 20, then he wouldn't have finished his degree, would he? This person definitely, almost definitely, I'm almost certain he did a degree. River, you can take the river. Okay, would this be to do with this 20-year-old gentleman? If he hadn't done a degree, which he wouldn't have finished, would you? He must have been doing a degree. That's yeah, he wasn't at uni. He passed before that, but was extremely smart. Okay, so what I'm sensing there, really, that his plans were to go to uni, and he's the type of person that could have done a master's degree in science. It's almost like he lived, breathed Pythagoras and Einstein, all that type of thing. So was he, it feels like he was awkward with social relationships, but before he was really young when he passed, but extremely intelligent. Okay, yeah. So it feels like he was starting to get better with personal relationships as he got older. And if he'd have lived, he would have been able to, get married or whatever. I feel that there's a dislike of being too close to people. So what's he come through today? Yes, he could have done a master's degree. Thank you, Mel. Okay. So I'm trying to work out what this symbolism of these boats and rivers. So he was very awkward in social gatherings, if you didn't know it. Okay, thank you. When he passed, was he living in a flat or an apartment? Maybe with a roommate or something like that? Or was there plans to do that? Because this is, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. If you've ever watched that program, this is what they're kind of bringing through, this social awkwardness with me. So if you ever watch that, the Big Bang Theory. Now, these boats, our river and lake trips were his favorite places. Okay, thank you for confirming that. So he's brought that through in this lovely card there. We've got 3 people here standing on the bridge. He was living with his family in a unit. Okay, right. So it's kind of like a unit, like an apartment, not quite a house. That's what I'm saying. So there's 3 people. I think there was just three of them, or he had 3 people who he was close with. There's just on this card, there's 3 people. Definitely can be compared to Sheldon. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's showing himself as Sheldon Cooper. Okay. So the river's quite calm. So the water from the river, it's got ripples on it. That could be symbolic of your emotions right now, perhaps. So it feels like things may be calming down a bit, personally for you, perhaps. Let's see a bit more about this. A unit like a flat, yeah. Okay, there seems to be, for Mel, you have a certain type of wish, or this could be this gentleman that he kind of had a big wish. I feel that he wanted to make money. 3 siblings, including him, but now there's a new baby, so 3 siblings here. Okay, so you can take the 3 people. We have a lady here, which I think is you. She's like got there's 2 like I want to say urns here. No, they're like urns with like mini trees in. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Do you garden at all, Mel? Or did he like gardening? I feel that he may have liked nature as well a bit. Let's see what his message is for you. It's just going on about this social awkwardness. Would you understand that perhaps all right, okay, you've got 2 urns with loved ones' ashes at home. So they're the urns, look, showing up in the cards. He loved nature, okay, and I feel you do as well. So these urns, I feel, could he be saying that you could plant, look, they're planted into a tree. This is amazing. Would it be possible? Have you thought about these urns having a pot with trees in, putting the ashes within the new, like a rose or something like that, and I think you can name a rose, or just name the rose after your loved one, because this is very interesting, the urns in particular. I've got a cat here. Did you like cats as well, or do you like cats? Often it means independence to me, a cat, quite independent nature. I feel he was planted sort of into a tree. Oh, bless. Okay, so he's just bringing this through. But the cat, if it's not about him or you being independent, did he like cats at one? Or is there something about cats? Was he allergic to cats, or were you allergic to cats or something? But I feel it's about independence. So I think he'd like to see you take these urns of the ashes off the shelf, and he loved cats. Thank you. Yeah, cats come to say hello. There's something about using the urns with the ashes and putting them into something, you know, like planting trees or something, or rose bushes. He thinks that's a nice way of remembering people rather than being on the shelf in your house. If you're open to that. I've got another cat. So there's two cats and a butterfly. A butterfly can be symbolic of change. Yeah, loved cats. Okay. So that's what he's come through. He'd like to see you. We have a small pot of his ashes his mum gave us, and we've been wondering what to do with them. Well, he'd like to be honoured in nature. He'd like to be honoured in nature. That's what he's come through today. That's what butterflies have a meaning for you. Thank you. So he's come through to say he's okay now. He's where he is in the spirit world. There's no pain, no suffering anymore. He's used to being where he is now. He's accepted it. He watches over people sometimes, as particularly you. And yes, he'd love it to be honoured, his ashes, and anybody else that ashes you have. He thinks it's a good idea to be honoured in nature, in plants, that trees, flowers. He thinks that's lovely. So I'm going to leave that with you, Mel. And also, finally, you are more clever than you realise, and he'd like you to get out a bit more. I'll leave his love with you. Thank you. Right then, who would like a message from Spirit, or perhaps a family tree reading? We can do that for him. Bless you. No, Nancy Barbosa. Anything for Nancy? Okay, I'm going to get a ribbon for you, Nancy. Nancy. I don't know if you understand anybody in spirit or somebody around you. Is there something, a connection with politics with you, or government, or something like that? Now we've got a nice yellow here. So somebody from spirit is coming through now. I feel it's a gentleman. And I feel that he had anxiety, because yellow is the colour of the nervous system, and self-confidence. So would you understand a gentleman that had particular anxiety? And I think this also stemmed, like the last man, from when he was young. But there's also something to do with politics or government or something like that. I'm also something to do with punks. I've got the band. I think there's a band called Generation X. It could be about that age group, Generation X. I don't know. They're all got different age groups, but I'm seeing there's a punk band called Generation X. Does this mean anything to you? Somebody, a man that liked punk rock? Because I'm seeing like a punk now, or dark, spiky up head. Can you take somebody in spirit? It could be that it's for somebody else on the stream, but if you can't, just say no, because it could be for somebody else. But I'm seeing this, if anybody else can understand this, dark-haired man, hair sticking out a bit, into punk rock, Generation X. Is that Billy Idol? Might be Billy Idol, that type of thing. And I've got the song, It's a Nice Day for a White Wedding. So if somebody else can take that, or Nancy. No, okay, thank you. I'm just going to work with the colour yellow then for you, Nancy. Unless you can understand something about a wedding coming up. Okay, so is it you, Nancy, that's Right, is that the okay, right, okay. All right, so Nancy, you can't understand this chap, but perhaps somebody else can. But let me know if you can understand the wedding though coming up. Now then, regarding the color yellow, would you understand, Nancy, that you suffer with your nerves at times? You need more self-confidence in life. I've got roses with you, Nancy. There's definitely somebody wants to send you a rose. Let's have a look. And as I said about roses, we've got like a nice garden type scene here. We've got a big bush. We've got a lovely garden scene here. And there's like a house in the distance. It's very nice. Do you like gardens yourself, Nancy? It's more like a park. Is the memories of you going to a park when you were younger, or is there somebody in spirit like to go to parks or something like that? I've got a song. I'm working with songs today. I've got a nursery rhymes. What is it? When the red robin comes bobbing along, there'll be no more there'll be no more sobbing when he starts this song. Wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up out of bed. Okay. Is robin significant to you, Nancy? Okay, you planted different coloured roses for everyone you lost. Okay, so this is why they're showing me like almost like a park type scene. I do feel back in the past, Nancy, in your family history, your relatives, they struggled for money at times. We've got the poverty card here. It could be that you need more confidence with your abundance situation at the moment. We've got a book here. We've got a book, and it's an open book, but it could also be a Bible. So would you understand somebody that's in spirit that was religious? I want to say somebody religious. And we've also got a horse, so there may be a connection with somebody that had a horse. Or could there be horses around this like field? So with this book being an open book, books can be about secrets. You know, if it's a closed book, we're not finding out something. But as it's an open book, and I feel drawn to like the Bible here, everything, whatever you need to do in life, I feel that this could be about learning and studying. That the information is now, that I keep wanting to go like that, the information is now available to you. Would you understand this? Because it could be that perhaps you are planning something like learning a new course, doing something new, but you don't feel that you've got the money to do this. But it's saying that you know all the information already. It's in like your personal book, like your, what they call your Akashic record. But I'm back to this punk rocker, and there's a slight feeling of rebellion here. So I don't know if this is you or somebody younger in the family that's a bit rebellious. Would you understand a rebellious figure in your family? Or could it be that you're rebelling about? It's like somebody wants to go down one path, but they haven't got all the information. But there are definitely some nervousness around you, I feel at times, and more self-confidence is needed. And I'm going to leave Spirit's love with you today, Nancy, and just have a think about what I've said, because it may come to you later. So thank you. Oh, you understand that. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Right then, can I have another person who'd like mediumship or something to do with their family history, please? Lucinda, I don't think I've ever spoke to you before, Lucinda. Lucinda Austin. Hi, Lucinda. Okay, Lucinda. Lucinda, this is quite random. Do you have a connection? Is there a connection with Texas in America for you? Just got Texas there. There's a bank. You new here, thank you. Yeah. So welcome to the stream. I don't know. I just got Texas. There's Texas, obviously, in America, but there's also a band. I'm getting a lot of bands. I do feel somebody on this stream this morning, something to do with punk rock bands, Generation X, Texas. But let me know if you've got a connection with Texas in America at all. We've got like a cliff top with a lovely house here. It's a very calm scene. So would you understand either yourself, a connection, a childhood memory, or somebody in the past that's passed away? No connection to Texas. Okay, right. I just somebody else might have that later. A house near the sea. Can you understand that at all? Somewhere either now or in your past, Lucinda? And I've got another band. I've got Genesis. The band Genesis, Phil Collins. Somebody must be into music, because I've got a song called Home by the Sea. Right then, we've got a shed here. You could understand the Home by the Sea. Okay. Would you understand somebody that liked like Genesis, Phil Collins, anything like that? We've got a shed with some chickens, hens, and the cat, and a man walking away. There's all a bit like the chickens are a bit angst, a bit stressed, they're a bit squawking at each other. Do you understand the situation with a shed? The chickens, the squawking. Okay, I need to work with this. I don't know if you know somebody literally that kept chickens, or somebody's been having a bother with chickens. Chickens. Can you understand chickens and hens and eggs? Now we've got the lucky clover here, and it's a basket tied up in a ribbon. So regarding yourself, Lucinda, there could be some, I think it's important for you to feel optimistic right now. Would you understand that? It could be that these chickens, these hens, they've been upset by this cat here. And the door's been left open. I think this could be symbolic. No, you don't. Okay, right. Okay, you don't understand chickens. It's probably symbolic of, I'd say, some sort of stress. It's like the cats frighten these chickens off. So, but there seems to be about you being more optimistic. Also with Clover, would you understand a connection with Ireland at all? I always think of the clover as being Irish. Interesting. You understand that? Okay. Interesting. We've got the star and the moon come out together. A star and the moon. And we have the number, I think it's a number 9, or yes, it's a number 9 or a number 6. Number 9. Does the number 9 mean anything to you? I know it's quite random. It could be, or is it a 6? No connection to Ireland. Okay. I think it's a 9 or a 6. It's a 9. It could be the 9th month. With numbers and letters, it's quite tricky. But the stars and the moon. It's like a wish, I think. You know, we look at this up to the stars, and we've got this clover. I feel like you need to make a wish at the moment, Lucinda. And look what's come up. Wish. It says wish. And we've got a crown here. So there's definitely something about making a wish. You do need to make a wish. Thank you. We got there in the end. So yeah, this is about making a wish. And because we've got the crown, I feel this is about your popularity. We're not talking about ego here. It's just about you stepping into yourself. So you put your royal crown on your head. It's like feeling, owning it. I want to say owning yourself, owning it, you know, like this is me, this is me. And this is what it feels like, your popularity. Now, I'm also getting something about technical. Could be that you have a job that's technical, or there's something a bit complicated that needs doing, and you need some more confidence and good luck and optimism. What they're showing me is like, you know, like when you have a help, definitely need to own it. Yeah. You know, when you like have a helpline and you have to ring a helpline or go on a chat bot, online chat, when something's technical gone wrong with your computer or something like that. Does that make sense to you? But this feels to be to do with your life. They show me typing away to this box in the corner because something complicated with something around your home. The instructions are lost. Something's not pairing up on the computer. This is what they're showing me at the moment. Let me get a message from Spirit for you. Yeah, so put that crown on your head. I often get this. Every week I get the crown. Makes sense. Okay. So we've got a message from somebody from Spirit here, whoever you're thinking of in Spirit. It says, put your hand on your heart when you miss me and you will feel me. So that's nice. So we've got like a heart with a lock in it. So that you know that the key, you know that you can unlock the key, unlock the heart, put the key in the lock. That's what I want to say. So that's nice. Okay, so yeah, definitely put you, what I'm getting is fake it till you make it. So it's about making this wish and putting this crown on your head. Imagine yourself as the queen or whatever. And yeah, that will definitely help with your confidence and your luck. When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are, getting all this type of stuff. And there's a number 9, whatever that means. And what was the other thing? Yeah, there was something else. It's gone. But also I got baking as well. Baking. I don't know if you do baking. Yeah, it was the technical things with the computer. Don't know if that's going on at the moment. But I'll leave somebody's love with you. Somebody's just wanted to bring the nice love heart for you there. So thanks, Lucinda. Mary Kershaw. Hi, Mary. Mary. Straight away, Mary. I've got Mary. I'm getting nursery rhymes and songs and bands today. I've got Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Mary, do you do gardening? I'm getting so many gardeners today. Gardening, do you do gardening, or is somebody in spirit do gardening? Was there also somebody in spirit called Mary? I mean, I know it's a really popular name, especially in the past. Now, we've got another field full of, I think it's poppies, and we've got a person here in this field with two tall trees, and there's two people a long way back. Bit difficult to see, it's a bit hazy, but that is Monet. You don't, but Mary in spirit did. Oh, Mary in spirit. Okay, this could be Mary in spirit in a field full of, these are poppies, but it's a bit hazy. But these Monet is very impressionistic, hazy, and that's why I like to work with it. So Mary in spirit liked gardening. Okay. So the poppy in flower psychometry, flower symbolism, can be about memories. We think of, in the UK, we think of Remembrance Sunday, November. So have you been thinking about Mare in spirit? English is Mary. Okay, would this be, is that Irish or something? I'm just guessing there. So would you understand that you've perhaps been thinking about Mary recently? Because we've got these poppies here. And would you also understand the connection with World War II? Was somebody in World War II? Now, I feel that Mary liked walking. Would you understand that she liked going hiking, walking, rambling, or just pottering about in the local countryside? This is what I'm feeling with her, often on her own. All of the time you think of her, yeah. So this poppies is coming up with remembrance of Mary. Just bringing that through. I do feel that she liked walking, or there's something about walking. We've got a wishing well here, a bit like the last lady. We've got a wishing well, and it's got all stones on it. So perhaps you want to make a wish as well. Let's try and find out what the wish is about. She did with her dogs. Yeah, okay. There's no dog in this car. There's no dog in this picture. So this is making me feel now that did one of her dogs go missing, or did she lose a dog? Obviously, this is a memory about a dog. One was, left a bit earlier than it should have done, like some sort of tragedy, or is there a memory of a dog going missing? Yeah, she can make a wish. Got an axe here. Did somebody do like woodwork? Going like this, woodwork. I'm saying gentleman, it might not be. I'm seeing somebody chopping logs. Very countryside this, and we've got the house there. So yeah, she loved her dogs. Lost one in COVID. Okay. Oh, so she hasn't been gone that many years then. Right. Okay. So because you mentioned the dogs. I did feel that she'd lost a dog. I do feel, she liked walking with the dogs, but it was not too far from home. And I do feel that there's some sort of war connection, and also Something to do with wood, chopping wood, logs, carpentry, joinery. Okay, not been gone a year yet. Joinery, okay. And this also could be that, obviously, maybe, would you understand that she passed quickly, perhaps? That she fell ill quickly. I could have got that the wrong way around, but it's a possibility. And did she also have a bike? Did she ride a bike at one stage, perhaps when she was younger? Or have you got a bike? Let's get a message for you from Mary. Has she been through before, Mary? Has she been through? Okay, we've got a letter here. This is the message for you. So it could be a letter, it could be an email, note a bike. Okay, if she didn't have a bike, then this is about you going at your own pace through life, not going too quick through life. You're just taking things as it comes. Okay, right. She's been through before. Okay, thank you. It feels like she's been through longer than less than a year. I don't know why. It feels like she went longer ago, which makes me feel she's quite comfortable where she is in the spirit world, that she got used to the situation quickly. We've got a letter, which could also be an emails, texts, anything on the internet. So I don't know if you're waiting on some communication there. And there's some snow here. It feels like a Christmas scene. Could it be that you've been, there's a parcel here with some holly. Have you been Christmas shopping recently? Or are you thinking about that? Sending a parcel long distance, perhaps? Something to do with possible Christmas cards, letters, texts, emails, something like that. And I think it's specifically to do with Christmas planning. Because I feel she's been watching what you've been doing. She never got to open her Christmas gift last year. Oh, okay. Thank you for confirming that. Look, there's the Christmas gift. Thank you. It's amazing how it shows up in the cards, isn't it? Oh, bless. So that's what she's bringing through today. Oh, I'm glad you understand that. But the person on the card says grandfather. And there's a shadowy, oh, you're going operation on spine on Thursday. Okay, so is that to do with letters and communication as well? Got grandfather here, so I think your grandfather's here as well. Would this be, if you think of the grandfather connected to Mary, there's a shadowy scene with grandfather and you there. So grandfather's come through to say hello, one of them at least, to give you support. Okay, let me see. The operation. Well, obviously the wish, I feel that the wish is about the operation. You know, that everything's going to be fine. We've had a bike, now we've got a car. Short journeys. Could this be that I'm just, I don't know if this is just me now, but the short journeys, like, you know, operation, hospitals, doctor's appointments, lots of going around picking up prescriptions. Could be something like that. But this is really, really nice for you, Mary. We've got a ballerina. Did Mary actually dance, or did you dance? dancing, but it can also be like a joyful thing, social life. So did either of you dance perhaps when you were younger? Ballerina. And connected to the spine, obviously you're not dancing now if you used to dance, but it's like something nice coming with dancing for joy. So this feels good, but there seems to be a lot of short journeys roundabout coming up, and this perhaps connected with appointments and things like that. Bike connected to grandpa, but car, mare, Mary loved them. Okay, at least you're understanding all this. Thank you. They're bringing through, you want to walk again after op. Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. But just take that. We've got the ballet dancers. So it seems like that you'll be right up on your feet, standing tall, you know. That's good. That's a good sign, Mary, there. So just make a wish that you can dance. That's what they're bringing through, to make a wish that you can dance. And look, she's right up on her tippy toes there. So that seems very important with the walking and the spine. So I'll leave the love with you. Don't forget to make a wish for the operation and that. And we all like to send healing later and wish you well. Thank you. Helen. Okay, I'm not just that. Mary Kershaw. I have absolutely everything crossed for you that you'll make a Oh, thank you, Mel. I know we all do. Thank you. Helen Mansell. Hope so. Thank you. I want to walk to my daughter's wedding in May. Now I had a white wedding earlier. That could be for you then, Mary. The white wedding. I don't know if the punk rock and all the music and the dancing and the bands and the singing could be with you, but because I've got the white wedding from Billy Idol and all that. Anyway, thank you. Just think about that, Mary. Bands and music, somebody back in the past with dark, spiky hair. Helen, right. Often we can't control the messages and they come through. Somebody's keen to get through. And sometimes people come in late. There's all sorts of things going on. Helen. Right, Helen, I'm picking up on your surname, Mansell, and I'm just thinking about Nigel Mansell. You don't understand somebody that likes fast cars, or in spirit that like fast cars. Nigel Mansell, racing cars. Grand Prix. Is there anybody that like Grand Prix, or is that something around you now? Oh, this is nice. We've got a couple here. So maybe there's a couple in spirit that's come through to say hello. Let's find out a bit more about this couple. Your granddad loved Formula One. Thank you. Isn't that strange that your granddad, your surname's Mansell, and your granddad loved Formula One and it's Nigel Mansell? Did your granddad wear glasses? I think this man's got glasses on. Granddad wear glasses? Also got these like goats here. Goats. I have to think about this one. There's some goats here. So once again, the countryside. So fast cars. I think this could be your grandparents then. The goat's very sure-footed. He walks up the hill and he's very sure-footed. It could be symbolic. Yes, he did wear glasses. Oh, wow. He did wear glasses, and my uncle had a farm with goats. Isn't that amazing? Wow. That's amazing. Now then, we've got a cross here with flowers on. Do they actually have does Grandma and Grandad have a gravestone, Helen? Grandma and Grandad have a gravestone. Let me know. A grave that you can visit. Something to do with the grave or with a cremated. There's something to do with their grave or the funeral of Grandad in particular. No, they don't. Okay. If that's not the case, could it be that we've got these flowers here? Is it the anniversary coming up of his passing or his birthday or something like that? There's something important about his funeral and his grave here. Got the ballerina again. So I don't know if somebody danced or dances. And we've also got a compass. So would you understand Grandad like was into something like I want to say maps or geography, or this is like almost like a technical drawing thing, or architecture, something to do with using a compass, a bit like the first message, something mathematical. But I'm feeling geography here, quite unusual. So I'm hearing payphone. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. About landlines and payphones, I'll just leave that out there. I'm always getting talk, the mobile phone provider, talk. And then there's people don't understand it. I'll say it's about talking. Your son dances. Okay, thank you. So we've got your son. Not sure on the compass. Okay. This could be about your son then. Is your son plotting something? You know, like, I want to say plotting something. Is it something geography related? Something to do with old-fashioned landline phones. Picking up the phone and talking to people. We've got a mouse here that can often symbolize nervousness. Does your son, has he got like problems that are a bit small? He's a bit nervous about things and he needs to talk to somebody. This is what I'm feeling from this. There's something needs to be plotted. Now, I don't know if this is for you or somebody later, but I've just heard Down syndrome. Would you understand somebody that's that has Down syndrome or had Down syndrome in the past? That's quite specific there. Do feel that I want to know why we've got the cross here. So somebody may have passed with special needs, a youngster perhaps. There's also a military connection somewhere. So when I'm looking at this, I see the messages coming up at the side, but can't quite read it. My mobile phone is on its last legs. My son is choreographing lots at the moment. My son has been worried, and my son's cousin has Down syndrome. Okay, thank you. You confirmed that. So we know we've got Grandad here. He's just bringing through all these things. Yeah, your son is worried, and he's got a lot of choreography. It's like they're showing it. I've just realised, you know, this compass, it's like dancing feet, isn't it? It's like dancing feet. So Yeah, he's plotting his moves. That's what I want to say. Yeah. I understand now, because the compass is like, we're moving around in a circle almost, like the compass. He's going round in circles about his choreography. That's what I want to say. Regarding Grandad passing, it's got a nice rainbow here. And it says, and there's a path through the fields, and it says things happened as they were meant to. So I hope you understand that. Your son's brilliant. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Plotting his course in life. That's what he's doing. So I don't know. The number 16 might be important as well there. So this rainbow sort of, I want to say light at the end of the tunnel, but he's bringing through this rainbow for you. And just know that is regarding his passing, his funeral and his passing, there's something to do with that, but perhaps the family thought something wasn't right, but it's happened as it's meant to. That's what he's bringing through, and he's okay with that. So I think what he's saying is there's nothing the family could have done regarding his passing and his funeral, because there's something about his funeral. My granddad was a lovely, funny man. We were close, as was Nan, like my mum. And Dad, they classed me as their last child. Okay. Well, I'll leave his love with you and know that he's watching over you and his son. And, so he's going on about your son's dancing and that. I'm very proud of you. And we've got the rainbow, which is nice. So I'll leave his love with you. Thank you, Helen. Right, we've got 7 minutes, so a quick message. Bernie, Bernie Gear. I don't think I've spoke to you before, Bernie. Bernie, would you understand somebody in spirit that worked in like a restaurant or a cafe? Or is this somebody around you works in a restaurant? Could even be a pub restaurant. We've got a boat, a sailing boat here. I don't know if that's relevant to you. It's a little bit choppy waters at the moment, Bernie. I want to say slow progress in your life, but it's a bit choppy. Something about a restaurant. Yeah, okay. Also, would you understand it was a pub restaurant? Yes. Would you understand in particular something, the connection with this is something a lot to do with meat? Yes, life is slow. Something to do with meat. Somebody either really liked their steaks, I want to say. Well, we've got a man come through here. He could be, there's a horse there, but there's a man here. He's playing a mouth organ, harmonica, and I feel he was quite sensitive and gentle, and possibly he could have been psychic. But he's looking quite chilled out. I feel he could have been a romantic, emotional type man in spirit with a connection with this pub restaurant. Let's have a look. I'm hearing something about a Labrador dog. Harmonica. Okay. So is your brother still with us, or is your brother in spirit? Let me know, because just let me know if your brother's here or is in spirit, if he's talking about your brother or this is your brother. But regarding the situation, we've got a judge here. We've got a couple. It could be something to do with a couple getting divorced. No, brother is in spirit. Okay, so we've got brother with a harmonica here. Would you understand that he was gentle, possibly psychic? You might not know that, or at least intuitive. And would you understand something around a judge, some sort of court case, or a divorce with him? Or is that around you now in your family? And possibly the legal thing. If it's now, it could be slow going. We've also got the bike. Yes, he may have been psychic. He was divorced. Okay, so he's talking about his ex-wife as well. He's brought that through. Now, the slow-moving boat, we've also got the slow-moving bicycle as well. There's a situation around, and we've got a padlock. We need to find the key to open up this padlock. Just feels like there's a slow situation. The padlock could be to do with, well, it needs a key. He adored his ex-wife. Okay, but they got divorced, so that's relevant, isn't it? We've got an abacus here. So count it, because this could be counting the pennies. Because we've got a padlock, I think a key needs to be opened, the padlock. This could be the bike padlock. Or it could be to do with a house move. Would you understand either a house move or something to do with the bike? So we're like finding the key for the bike padlock so we can start to move a bit faster again. Because we've got the bike and the padlock here. So so he adored his wife then. So that's quite upsetting, isn't it? Okay. I'm hearing the name. Oh, you've recently moved house. Okay. I'm hearing the name Angie. Angela. So that may make sense to you. So I think regarding you've moved house, we're counting the pennies a bit there. We've got the abacus. And there's something. Have you lost a key? That's what I want to say. Have you lost a key around your house or something like that? I'm hearing education. And something, is this a new course, education, teacher? You can take Angela. Okay, right. Okay, let me get another card. Something about education. We've got birds here and we've got a Christmas scene. So your brother, we've got a Christmas scene and this is communication. Is there something about Christmas with him and his ex-wife? Something important? No, not lost key, but I'll make sure not to lose one. Okay, thank you. There's something about your brother and his ex-wife here at Christmas. I don't know if this was a special time for them, that they particularly enjoyed Christmas, had parties or things like that. There's something. You love birds. Okay. And interesting, you said lovebirds. I think these are robins, but I always think of these as lovebirds as well. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. We've got two girls here with their ponytails are plaited together, but he's just said, sister, that's you. So he's just saying that he's aware of you, and he's just bringing that through. Thank you. I've gone over time a bit, but thank you, everybody. And I'll see you next week. Thank you, Bernie. Thank you, everybody. Have a good week.